Father and son team Frank and Paul Smith go over all our options.
Here, these big spans are
Yeah.
sagging in the middle,
Okay.
which means there's a lot of concentrated weight that's been sitting there. You can't do that nowadays. Building
Okay.
departments have changed since then. The options are this: take that room upstairs and turn that into the bedroom, and move and use the entry, the bedroom that's there now, and make that a bathroom and a closet. Because the weight of tile.
So you're saying
water-
where the bed is now,
Right, I
that
can break that up.
reconfigure that to a bedroom, a
A
bathroom,
walk-in closet and a bathroom.
and a walk-in closet, and then
Right.
take the sitting room and put the bed in the sitting room.
That is correct.
But there's no heat there.
There's no heat. We can take care of that. That's not a problem. The
Oh,
heat
you
be
can?
taken care of,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Either by electric baseboard, if you want to go on the cheap
Or run
side,
a supply and return.
or
up
we
there.
do a supply and return to the boiler for the steam. And I don't know if this is hot water. Is it a one-pipe system or two-pipe?
It looks like a one pipe system.
Let me see. It is a one-pipe system, so this is 100% steam. So yes, you can run a pipe up there.
Oh, it's an above-ground oil tank. I'm pretty sure.
That's okay. The type of fuel doesn't matter.
Okay,
Once you
okay.
transfer, you get past the
Okay.
fuel. It's steam.
Okay.
But the cheap way, if you want to put a strip of a baseboard up there, they got nice looking ones now. They could even got ones that look like radiators that are electric heat. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, and you put a dial on it, and you're done up there. Cheap way out.
Okay.
If you're okay with the ceilings the way they are, just throw the bed in there and reconfigure this, and you can get a drain line on an interior wall, and everybody's happy. If
I know you don't know cost right now, but just throw out a number that's around a ballpark. Is that 10,000? Is it 20,000?
You're probably to move that and get outlets and put a bathroom in up there from scratch and frame and inspections. You'd be in the 20 to 25 range by the time you're done messing around up there.
Okay.
For
Okay.
anything decent, because you
All right,
got
well,
old
that's fair.
walls,
That's what I
you
thought.
have to do repairs down here. I haven't even looked downstairs yet to see where we have to go from point A to point B to get drain lines in. That heating is going to be a $3,000-4,000 swing with that type of radiator. If you want to go steam, that's what I'm saying. You save a few bucks if you do an electric piece of baseboard that looks like a radiator.
Right.
You know, you got the best. of
And I
both
don't think
worlds.
he's only going to use it.
Opposed to that,
You know
right.
what? They come down in the winter. It's only for a night or two. You know,
Right.
it's not like they live here.
And now the next thing is, I don't know how much insulation is in here. It would pay to take a piece of this down and dig up in there and see if at least if they got some kind of batch insulation. If it's empty, that's gonna, require some, thought too. I don't know what kind of insulation's up in there. You're talking about a lot of exposures, meaning that you
So-
got the roof, 1, 2, 3, and you're on the ocean pretty much. You might as well call it that with the wind blowing in the wintertime here. Top exposure, 1, 2, 3 exposures on the outside, and then one underneath. So it's like a sore thumb cantilever sticking out in the middle of nowhere with air blowing around it. That heat loss is a lot. It's not like a normal heat loss. So you definitely got to,
Insulate.
verify what type of insulation, if there's any at all in there. Yeah.
Well, you got to go on the fact that there's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you'd be
Right.
pleasantly
There's no heat in the
surprised.
beginning.
Right.
So
but-
that's in addition to the 25,000?
No, that probably would be figured in there.
It would be figured in? Okay.
No crazy bells and whistles. I'm talking about a lineup in your middle bathroom like you put in, Val. You got
Right,
the shower, 5
right.
foot, the toilet, and the lavatory with an entry to get into the room, and next to that, a closet.
Right, a
basic is
small
basic,
bath, and that's
it.
all that he cares about. He just wants a
They
little
fit-
privacy.
They
Right.
fit perfectly into a 5x8 cube. That's why I always do that all the time.
Would
You
it
start
pay
the
to
more
raise the
square you
ceiling in
get,
this
the
room?
worse it gets. What's that?
Would it pay to raise the ceiling in this room or no?
That's what I said. That's the other option.
Okay, so Tim, that was option one. Okay, now we're gonna go with option two.
Okay, well, that's actually a combined option. I'm just talking
Okay,
about,
combined
the only
option.
difference in options that I'm talking about is if they don't like the headroom,
Mm-hmm.
is to take the roof off. Because all that's up there is an attic window. that
We're
you
talking
can get
about,
to.
now we're talking about the sitting room roof.
Just the ceiling room,
Sitting room ceiling.
ceiling to make it the same height as the rest will require ripping that roof off, adding a stub wall about a foot high, putting it all back together again, and putting a new roof on it. Could be done fairly cheap. That would be probably an $8,000 to $10,000 swing.
In addition to the 25.
correct.
So you're talking from 25 to about $35,000-40,000 for the
Correct.
second.
You're right
The
there.
second option is the most ideal. It's going to be another $15,000, and also you need to get town approval
Right.
because you're going to be taking the roof up. I don't know how difficult that would be, considering that you already have a roof there and you're not at height restriction.
How long is he gonna stay here? That's a big question. We don't care about resale or anybody else. Who's moving in next, later, who cares? If they can live with that ceiling the way it is, they save a lot of money. Why not capping that off? And
So,
replace the
so
ceiling?
you're saying you could also put a bathroom there and leave the ceiling the way it is?
I,
I'm sorry, a bedroom
a
there.
bedroom. I wouldn't
So you
advise
would
putting
move the-
plumbing out there for the simple reason of the weight of this structure. That's why I'm
Okay,
saying.
so-
Unless you upgraded those joists.
So let me,
Unless you upgrade the joists and they would
A
have
big
to
beam
beat
going
those
across.
beams up. I think these will always be okay. The problem is what's holding them. You know, and he's
So-
got a couple nice stanchions too. You can put two more like pillars.
Yeah, but do
right
you
there,
think that at
probably
one
cover
time
them
they
out.
did this, Dad, for rainwater?
No.
No, that's a
never.
sagging issue?
That has nothing to do-
So
that's
Tim,
like the
just
rest
so
of it.
you can understand a little bit, Frank looked this up on the historical air site and he sees this
Historical aerials.
historical aerials, and you're seeing it going back to about
1970s,
1970.
early. And when I get home, I'll be able to tell you exactly when this thing went up.
So this addition on top, the up top of the porch outside, was there since 1970, and Frank sees some bowing, which is not even an issue. But if you want to put weight above it, it can become an issue. You can put a bedroom above it,
Bedroom, furniture, you know, a dry room. I call them dry rooms.
dry,
because
yeah,
there's
but you
no
just
nothing-
wouldn't put a
just
shower
furniture.
stall.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
A tub for sure you wouldn't put, but a shower stall even has its own
No,
weight.
any kind of concentrated load,
Right.
which would be tile, but you start stacking all the heavy stuff up in the bathroom fixtures and everything, you're concentrating the load in an area that
The toilet has
is
water in it all
inadequate
the
to hold.
time.
Okay, so to do that, to put the bathroom and the closet in the bedroom as it stands now, and move the bed into that other room and put some heating there,
Right.
cost you between 30, you said?
Yeah, I would say you could pull that off for probably, you get away with all that for 30. You know,
30.
we're just throwing numbers
Yeah,
out
of
there.
course, we know, we
I
get
don't
it.
know what I'm dealing with.
No, no.
Walter hasn't seen the electric. This still might be knob and tube before it's all set.
No, it was all removed.
Okay,
She
so
did.
but he's got to get a line. Now, I know this is plaster. I can tell you right now, this is.
No,
not
it is
drywall.
wall, it is, what do you
It's
call it, mud,
plaster.
Yeah, but I
yeah.
liked your idea of the column there, Dad. That was.
He has to put a column.
that's
We
a
don't need
pretty
the
good
column here. The
idea.
column has to go somewhere else now. Now, that column, I would bury.
So
in
you
this hole
need a
right here.
column for the sewer line, right?
Take
Is
so
that,
we can
a wall
hide
right
it.
here.
So we
Get
can-
this.
yeah.
This is what I would do because it's less damage to get up to a bathroom overhead. Then I only have this. I'm not in the middle of the field.
wait, so you would put a column right in there?
No, instead of having a column, I would cut it into this
Oh,
wall.
I got
There's
ya.
only a little bit of damage here, is what I'm saying.
I got you. Okay,
It
so
stays
you
at
could
the
run
main
the
area.
sewer line up that
This
wall.
sounds like I got a good shot. This might be drywall. It'll get me into the area of where I need to be downstairs, which I'm gonna go look at right now.
Okay,
before I
now
go
just
any
before
further.
you go, the other option to actually raise the roof and put a bathroom out there and
Right.
keep the bedroom,
That's correct.
that would be a bigger item, because now
I
you
don't
have to
know that it
raise the
would be,
roof.
Because what you're not doing in here, you're leaving this room alone, but you gotta remember, if they leave this alone, they got no master closet. I would raise the ceiling so you could put a closet
Right,
and a
so you
bed-
gotta raise the
bathroom.
closet, so now you're talking 50.
Don't know.
But you're talking more than 40. Because,
I don't know that that's the case, Val.
Oh,
It
okay,
might be
all
a
right.
trade-off because you're not doing anything here.
Oh,
You're
okay.
leaving this room as is.
so
Now you're gonna
somewhere
have a
between
doorway.
35 and 50.
Right, you're gonna do one or the other.
Right,
If I
okay.
have to support these beams right now, my son and myself, with nobody else, could re-support this whole thing, take that stuff down, put these columns in as long as pending building department, I think they will, because you've got two nice stanchions there.
Yeah.
I could see two columns breaks the whole load up. I just realized that. You know, when you have time to look around and see, it
Okay.
might not be so bad.
Yeah.
You could put two stanchions right there, jack that up a little bit. I'll tell you, in 1 or 2 days, I can solve all these problems as long as the building department was ahead of it and I had somebody sign off. on
Okay,
it.
so the cheapest you think this can get done would be 25.
That would be the cheapest.
Okay.
But
It's gonna be somewhere between 25 to
25 to
50,
50.
depending on the solution.
That's correct.
Okay, got it.
100%.
We just had to put a number on it. Okay,
One
that's
more
fair.
thing, one more thing, there's one
Okay.
more thing, when you add another bathroom, I have to go downstairs and look now. If it's
Yeah.
only 3/4 water service, Walter and I got that over in Seagirt Avenue we're doing together.
Okay.
That job, I have to increase that water service because there's two
You're
two
talking
baths in
about the
house.
water line, the main?
Yes, yes, I guarantee it's only gonna be 3/4 down there, and if it is, you have to upgrade it, so that's another $2,500 to get a water service to increase to 1 inch.
All right, Tim,
FYI. These are the
we'll
little
let you
things that
know,
add up.
Tim, if we have to do that. It's only 3/4, so that means that you have to upgrade the water main.
Right, you know, you can see that the air handler is different than normal.
Wow, I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's a high velocity, and there's a big return right there. We've got to go back upstairs and look at that. They did do a central return. See how it's all just this ductwork, and they got 3-inch TYs coming off of this thing?
Now, you
What,
think
the
this is
foundation looks like
asbestos?
it's in
Is
good
this
shape.
asbestos?
That's why they duct tape it, absolutely is. This is regular insulation, but somebody put duct tape on this to get off the asbestos line. I got a guy, Larry Chiefley, he does this whole thing over again,
take it
$1,600
all
bucks.
Dad, the foundation looks like it's in good shape.
The foundation's fantastic.
I mean, that's a big time
He has
plus.
no washout, he has no water down here.
It looks brand new.
3/4 inch, does that come all the way through the wall, 3/4?
Yeah, yeah.
The water surface is undersized, so that has to be 3/4, and there's some knob and tube still on the fucking wall there.
Oh, there are, because I thought they said they
No,
replaced
no,
everything.
it's been redone,
Yeah.
we're gonna look
It's
at
just
that
been
next.
left. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the little wine cellar they made here?
No, that's cool. Was this an old chimney?
I don't know.
I gotta tell you, I'm from, this is how they built in Trenton back in the day, and all my area, I love this house. I would move in here tomorrow.
Yeah, this is nice.
That's how much I love this house.
I do too.
You could take those new goddamn contemporary and all that bullshit new homes and get me. in
This'll
this
be here for the
across
next
from that
100
nice
years,
church.
right?
Yeah.
This'll
It's so comfortable
bones
even
are
being
nice in
here.
here.
It's got a good aura to it.
vibe.
you know?
Yeah, I agree,
used to
Frank.